I'm the only one laughing at that. Nobody else.
It's okay.
Nobody else. We're rolling. Hello again. We are with Pesach Menachem Mendel.
What's up?
Okay, it's been a while, and there's a lot that I would love to share with you. First of all, explain why it's been 3 weeks since I last put out the Late Parsha show. But I'm not going to do that because this needs to be quick. We're getting there in like 10 minutes, I think. So we're just going to pretend that I have not taken a 3-week hiatus and get right into the Parsha. Within the Parsha itself, there is so much that I'd love to discuss. For example, the official inauguration of the tabernacle. Aaron, the high priest, and his sons being anointed. 2 of Aaron's sons dying in a very uncalled for experience of ecstasy. And Aaron's silent reaction, or lack thereof, to this loss of his 2 children. Also, the very, very strange time when Moshe himself, Moses, he was wrong about something. Actually, that is not one of the things I would love to discuss. I need to look more into that. I don't understand that idea yet. I'd also love to discuss the effects of wine, spiritually speaking, and the general idea of decision making, which, as Hashem says, is not to be done in many instances when inebriated. And all this stuff is also very connected to Purim, which, of course, we celebrated just about a week ago. How was your Purim?
About a week ago. Oh, it was amazing. Wow.
Hashem. Wow. Moving on, especially now that we're in a different car. Inebriated, celebrated. You gotta put that in the song somewhere.
Inebriated. Inebriella celebration. Celebration.
I told Pesach that I think this video is gonna be a little boring, so he offered his help. He's like, okay, I could be super awkward just to make it that cringe humor that you usually get. I'm usually very good with cringe, but now I'm
usually I charge, so be happy you're getting this quality content for free.
Yes. Pesach Goretz is sponsoring this episode of the Late Parsha
episode
show.
Is sponsored by Tivus Hashem.
Tivus Hashem. They're doing a fundraiser now, actually, so we should give them a shout out. I would also love to discuss some of the details of the kosher and unkosher animals and what these supra-rational laws mean in the spiritual and very heavy-duty physical sense. But there is no time for all of the above. Talking about time and what we have time for, let's talk about wine. Wine is related to time not only because wine gets better with time, but Pesach's a wine expert, so wine doesn't only get better with time. That's not what I'm getting at. What we're discussing are the effects of wine. The effects of wine wear off after an amount of time. How long? Well, the longest estimate given in the Talmud to recover from a mere near 4 ounces of wine is 24 minutes. Why does the Talmud discuss this, you might ask? Well, first of all, the Torah contains literally everything about everything in life. This is God's will and wisdom, the creator of everything at every moment. Second of all, the actual discussion there in the Talmud is regarding a priest, a kohen, a descendant from the original Kohanim, Aaron and his sons. And there is a prohibition for a kohen to drink wine.
Wait, a kohen's not allowed to drink wine?
Not when they are on shift and they might be called to serve in the Holy Temple.
So today there's no Beis HaMikdash, so they can drink wine whenever.
Well, that is actually what the Talmud is discussing. That today, even when the Holy Temple is not standing, does the prohibition still apply? And yes, if a kohen today would know which days would be his shift and when, in theory, he might be called on to serve in the Beis HaMikdash, this kohen on those days would not be allowed to drink even this small measurement of wine. If you think about this, and I hope you're thinking about this, because if you're just watching and not thinking, then this, first of all, would be very boring, because the only exciting thing about this video is the information that we're discussing here. But the point is, if you think about this, it is absolutely amazing, because this is incredible. The sages of the Talmud are basically informing us that in an absolute maximum of 23 minutes and 59 seconds from any given moment, we, in other words, the world, everyone, can already experience the ultimate Mashiach revelation, and we can have the third and everlasting holy temple of Hashem already standing and fully functional, in need of sober kohanim to serve in it. Get pumped, increase in joy, increase in your love for another, which, yes, may be difficult, but then at least pretend. Pesach, you're my favorite. You're the best.
Same, bro.
I actually really don't like him at all.
I heard that.
Learn more Torah, do another mitzvah with more enthusiasm and joy.
Yaklin the goat for real, though.
Yes.
One shout out.
Yes, our Uber driver, Lyft or whatever we're in. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Anyways, get in Mashiach mode now. You literally have 23 minutes and 59 seconds max before it is the default mode.